because I love to wear all those like loose baju, those straight cut baju. So they can't really notice that I'm very overweight. It wasn't until March this year when I went for my annual medical checkup. So when I got my report card, right, so my doctor or the dietitian actually told me and said that actually for my height, right, because I don't know, maybe you can't see from the screen, but I'm actually quite short at 152 cm only. Yeah, so they said actually for my height, at that time I was 62 kg. So they said that actually I'm considered overweight already. Yeah, so they said that if in future you want to get married and have kids, so it's best for me to lose weight and for my own health purpose. So at that point of time, so coincidentally, my best friend Ray, yeah, she also just delivered her third child, and she also want to lose weight So together we keep with another I think 8 of ladies, we embark on this Zenbodi program. Okay, so later on I will share with you guys a little bit more of my experience and also the results. Okay, but first let me kickstart today's presentation. So as you can see on the screen, right, this is the food pyramid of the past and also versus the food pyramid that we have at the present. Okay, so if you notice the food pyramid on the left, right, at the bottom part actually consists of mostly all the carbohydrates such as the bread, rice, and then also all the potatoes. Okay, then moving upwards, there's where we have all our vegetables and also our fruits, and then followed by all our protein. And at the topmost part is all the snacks. Okay, so the reason why actually the carbs is at the bottom of the pyramid is because during our ancestors' time, right, the type of occupation, the job, right, usually they do is like a farmer or a fisherman or rubber tapper. So all these type of jobs, right, they actually requires a lot of physical strength. So which is why they want to eat a lot of carbs to replenish their energy. Okay, but as technology become we have this modernization, so actually nowadays I would say majority of us we are having an office job. So what we do? We actually just sit in front of a laptop, and work. So we rarely require any physical strength for our job. So which is why this Nutrition Australia, they have actually come up with this new healthy eating pyramid. Okay, where you can see, a bottom part is all the fruits and all the veggies, and then followed by grains, and then we have all the milk, yogurt, and all our protein, and on the top part is all our healthy fats. So this healthy eating pyramid, right, I would say that is actually very in line, very in sync with what Zenbodi program has to offer today. Okay. So a lot of people ask me, Shuqing, why diets fail? Don't worry. I myself have also experienced and also asked this question before, because I've tried many ways to diet. So I tried like cutting calories or cutting carbs. So I told myself that okay, I will start. I don't want to take rice, or I'll stop taking noodles in order to lose weight. But I realized when I do this, right, it's actually our blood sugar will drop. Why? Because our body release this hormone glucagon, and it actually burns our muscle. Okay, so when this happens, so we actually feel hungry. Your hunger and cravings began to intensify. So when you start to feel hungry, right, usually what we will do is we will crave for all those sweet and sugary stuff. Okay, so this is where we start to overeat or reintroduce carbohydrates back into our body. Okay, so when this happens, the blood sugar spikes up. Why? Because the hormone insulin is being released, and this actually causes the weight and the body fat to increase. So this is actually a never ending cycle. Okay, but not to worry. Okay, because Zenbodi is the completely opposite of it. Okay, so in Zenbodi, we have a total 3 different parts. So the first one is plan. Okay, so this plan, right, is actually being designed based on science. So it's very simple only for us. So we just follow these 3 different phases. Okay, and then together with the products, okay, we're able to maximize the results that we want. And of course, most important one is the community and support, because sometimes during this weight loss journey, right? Yeah, sometimes it can be a bit challenging, and sometimes you want to tend to, maybe I want to give up in the middle. Yeah, so it's very important. So don't worry, okay? You are not alone. We have this community and support group. So we actually they will provide you step-by-step guidance, okay, on how to kickstart this Zenbodi program. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, we have a total of 3 different phases. So the first one is the detox phase, followed by ignite phase 2, and then the third one is thrive. Okay, so during this detox phase, right? Okay, so actually it's for us to lose the bloat, and then also to prepare our bodies. So the key objective during this detox phase, right, is to clean and flush out all the toxins and also the water retention in our body. Okay, so during this phase, right, we are not encouraged to take any salt, meaning in our meal plan, no salt and no sugar. Okay, so during this detox phase. Yes, and one important thing is we are not encouraged to do any forms of exercise as well during detox phase. So a lot of people might be curious and ask and say, hey, how come? Yeah, because I thought, exercise can actually help, for us to burn the fat, right? Yeah, but because during detox, we want to lose the bloat, so actually exercise will cause our body inflammation. Yeah, so during the detox phase, no need to exercise. Okay, then moving on to the ignite phase is the next 21 days. So this is where we actually start to burn our fat and also to sculpt and shape our body. Okay, yeah, so once you actually reach your ideal weight already, you can kickstart this phase 3, this try phase anytime. So for people who want to lose a lot of weight, or for like me, for example, I want to lose more than 10 kg. Okay, so right now, right, I actually haven't reached my ideal weight yet. Okay, so I'm still continue on this phase 2. Okay, so once I reach my ideal weight, then I can kickstart phase 3 anytime. Okay, yeah, one thing I want to share with you guys, very, very important tips. Okay, we must remember to drink 4 to 5 liters of water a day. Okay, so this is sharing from my own personal experience. So I think during the first 2 to 3 weeks when I kickstart this Zenbodi program, I actually drink very less water, maybe maximum 3 liters per day. Yeah, so I feel that, hey, how come my weight it's like drop very less. So I asked my friend Ray, I said, hey, how come do you know what's the reason? So later on we found out that it's because I never drink enough water. Yeah, actually it's not that I have difficulties drinking water. It's just that sometimes when I'm busy working in front of my laptop, yeah, so I sometimes will forget to drink. Yeah, so when I start to drink 4 to 5 liters water per day, right, that's where I can see, wow, my weight actually started to drop faster. Okay, so what I love, right, about this Zenbodi program is a lot of people say that, oh, you're going on a diet, but for me it's not really considered a diet, but it's more of a lifestyle change. Okay, so it's actually very suitable for people who wants to lose weight and also people who wants to gain weight. So I believe the most common question, sometimes people will say, ask me to go on a diet to lose weight. So meaning that, does it mean that I have to cut down my food intake and then I will always start to feel hungry? So don't worry, okay guys. So in Zenbodi, we actually encourage to eat PFC every 3. Okay, so you will hear this term very often, PFC. So actually, what does PFC means? Okay, so you can see from the chart there. So P stands for protein, okay, F stands for fat, and then C stands for carb. Okay, so we actually encourage to eat this PFC every 3 hours. So you ask me, actually, why do I need to eat PFC every 3 hours? It's actually to maintain our blood sugar at a balanced level, so that our blood sugar, right, it won't spike up and down very fast like the roller coaster. Because when the blood sugar spike up, right, it's actually our body start to store the fat already, and then if our blood sugars spike down, actually we're starting to burn our muscle. Yeah, so the key objective of eating PFC every 3 is to maintain our blood sugar level at a balance or at a homeostasis level. Okay? So people will ask me, what is the right food to eat? How should I eat? Okay, so eating the right food with the right portion, okay, is the key. So as you can see, right, yeah, so for protein, there is a whole list of things you can choose for protein. So how do we measure? Very simple. Actually, it's very flexible, as in when you go outside to eat also, it's very easy. Why? Because just take our hand out to measure can already. So for protein, for female, it's actually 1 palm size. Okay, then for male is 2 palm size, double the portion. So if for people, you know, they want to measure the uncooked food before they cook, so it's 90 grams. So you can actually choose you want to eat chicken, lean fish, salmon, tofu, etc. from the list of protein. Okay, and then for the fat is 1 thumb size. Okay, 1 thumb size for female, male also 1 thumb size. So you can choose like you want to eat avocado or the list of the healthy oils, the raw nuts, nut butters, and all the chia seeds, sunflower seeds. So all these are considered fats. Okay. Then moving on to carbs is your carbohydrate. So very easy also is your feast size. So for female 1 feast, and then for male is a double 2 feast. Okay. So usually for carb, right, we are encouraged to consume fruits. So you can choose, it's very fun one. You can pick and choose every day. Like, you know, some people they like to eat mango, some people like to eat strawberries. Yeah, so you can actually choose the fruits that you like. Okay? But maybe some people, you know, after eating this PFC portion already, then you will feel maybe they will feel a little bit hungry, or they feel that I still feel like not satisfied yet lah. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, we have this list of this free or unlimited portion. So you can see like herbs and spices. So all these herbs and spices, right, so long there is like no salt, no sugar inside, you can actually use all these spices and herbs to marinate the protein. Okay, then for the low calorie vegetable, you can choose like asparagus, bok choy, celery, lettuce, spinach, tomato, etc. So I would say that majority of the green leafy vegetables, right, they're considered unlimited portion. So if you feel that you're not full, yeah, you can feel free to add on the unlimited portion. Okay. Okay, so far so good, yeah, everyone? Okay, so this is to share the daily meal plan to let you visualize, okay, how your daily meal plan would look like. Okay, so we are encouraged to eat PFC every 3 hours. So we are indirectly saying you have to take 5 meals per day. Okay, so for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, these 3 we still consume as normal, but in the PFC portion. Then in between, the mid-morning and also the mid-afternoon, okay, usually during this mid-morning, mid-afternoon, sometimes when we are working or when we're doing housework, then we feel very hungry or your mouth very itchy. I believe this is most people will experience this lah. So what we will do usually, we will reach for the chocolate lah, or we reach for the snack lah, we reach for the kuih muih lah, and then munch. Okay, so now instead of eating all these like food which has very high sugar and also very high in fats, so we just replace it with this Zenfuse protein shake. Okay, so example, breakfast you can have egg whites with banana, then lunch you can have chicken breast with strawberries, and then dinner you can have salmon with asparagus. Okay, so yeah, I think some of you might notice there is this optional Zenfuse at late night, right? Yeah, so some people after makan dinner already, they will still feel hungry one. Then they have this habit, they want to eat supper. Okay, so you can still eat supper, but don't choose to cook Maggi mee lah. So you can have this optional Zenfuse for those who still feel hungry. Okay, but just sharing one tips, if you want to have this supper for your Zenfuse, it is best you consume this Zenfuse 1 hour before you go to bed lah. So don't immediately drink this Zenfuse and then straight away then you go to bed. Okay. Wow, you can see, right? Everyone can see on this screen, very nice, right? All the wonderful food recipes. Yeah, so this food meal, right? Food meal plan is actually done by my best friend Ray. She's a mother of 3, and she's very good in cooking. So sometimes you know, people will say that you know, I go for this diet challenge usually very boring one. Every day have to eat chicken breast, and then it's like, you know, white color, and then doesn't look appetizing. But actually it's the opposite. It can be very fun. It's up for us to get creative. So for example, like my friend she wants, like, for example, she wants to eat rice. You know how Asians, we love our rice, right? So very easy, she used cauliflower to replace the rice. So she chopped up in dices all the cauliflower together with bell pepper, cucumber, and then with the protein and carbs, then it's a very balanced BFC meal already. Okay. Then if you see on the bottom right, okay, there's this soup one. You know how we all Malaysians, we love our soup, right? Especially, you know, during the cold weather or rainy days. Yeah, so sometimes we crave for hot soup. Yeah, so very easy. We can just use a chicken broth, so long no salt or no added salt. Then we can add whatever protein and carbs that we like. For example, egg, protein, mushroom, carrots. Yeah, up to us to mix and mash. Yeah, so it's actually very, very fun. Okay, so this is the as I mentioned earlier, during phase 2 ignite phase, right? So which is where we can start to exercise. So there are actually 3 different categories of exercise that we can do. Okay, so for example, strength training, which is like a Pilates, yoga, workout class, CrossFit. All these are considered strength training. And then second one is high intensity cardio. So for example, jumping rope, running. Okay, so very easy one because now MCO lockdown, right? So we can't really go out and do a lot of outdoor activities. So we can easily, you know, go Shopee or Lazada. We can buy this jumping rope online. And then you can easily do this exercise at home. Okay, and then the third category is this fat burning cardio, which also is my personally my favorite lah. Yeah, I love to do this. So you can have cycling, stair climbing, jogging, walking, and swimming. Of course now MCO lockdown, we are unable to swim at the moment lah. Okay. So I also have some people are asking me and say that, what is it that, you know, I'm required to do 3 types of you know, exercise in one day? I cannot. but no, don't worry. Okay, so you can actually mix and match. You are just actually required to do 1 type of exercise per day. So for example, me myself, I prefer fat burning cardio. So I will do maybe 3 days of fat burning cardio, and then another 2 days of strength training, and then maybe another 2 days of this high intensity cardio. Okay, so it's very flexible. Okay, so before I move on, is everyone doing all right? I hope everyone's okay. Yeah, maybe you can give me a little thumbs up icon to show me that you're with me. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so you guys are still with me, still with me. Okay. So the importance of protein. Okay, so a lot of people will ask me and say that actually why do we need protein in our body? So actually protein, right, is to help our body to repair our cells and also to make new ones. And it's also very important, okay, for the growth and development of the children and the teenagers. Okay, and then I think that usually when we get older, right, so our body start to lose protein faster. So which is why usually old people, elderly people are also encouraged to actually consume more protein in our diet. Okay, so there are actually total 5 types of protein. I've actually listed down, okay, from the number 1, the topmost is actually the most premium brand of type of protein, and then up until the bottom, which is consists of the lowest quality of protein lah. Okay, so let me let your guests have a little Q&A session lah. Okay, so can you guys guess? I can see there are total 60 participants. Yeah, so come let's have an interaction. So can you all guess, right? Our Zen Fuse, right, is considered under which category? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, or number 5? Yeah, you can type inside the chat box then. Later, don't worry. Later I will review the correct answer. Okay, let's see if you guys can guess correctly or not. Okay, so for whey protein, right, because as I mentioned, it's a very premium protein, so it's also very fine, right, so very easy to digest. So sometimes when very easy to digest, right, we will get hungry very fast. So which is why the most premium whey protein, you will add on with this micellar casein to make us feel fuller, to give us the satisfied feeling. Okay, and then the third type of protein is this egg white protein. So this egg white protein is from the egg lah, the natural food egg. Okay, and then followed the number 4 is a plant-based protein, and then the 5th one is this soy protein. Okay, so this soy protein, something I like to highlight. Actually, I know that outside in the market, most of the majority, I would say, the protein are using this soy protein. Okay, regardless of whatever reason, whether for cost reason or whatever purpose. Actually, it's not that I wish to condemn other people's product, but it's based on science, because this soy protein is considered genetically modified food. So it's actually not good for our body, especially if we want to consume in a large quantity and also a long period of time. So it's actually not good, because one of the side effects, right, it will actually produce more estrogen in our body. Yeah, so I actually advise you guys, if you want to purchase any protein, best to avoid this soy protein. Okay. So have you guys guessed correctly? Yeah, I believe most of you guys guessed number one, right? Yes. So Zenfuse is the most premium whey protein, together made with this true cell or the micellar casein. So it's actually a special formula, okay, which able to let us have the full feeling. It actually prolong the satisfied feeling, and also prolong the full feeling, so that we won't feel hungry easily. Okay, so this Zenfuse, actually inside Zenfuse itself, it already consists of the PFC portion. Okay, yeah, and it also consists of 19 grams of high quality protein, very good protein, and also 5 grams of fiber. Okay, so I have some friends, like when they start consuming outside the protein, then they say that they feel that their body get very heaty. It means they get very heaty, and they will have difficulties to go to the toilet, meaning they will have constipation issues. Okay, yeah, so not to worry. So inside Zenfuse, we already have these 5 grams of fiber, and also 2 strains of probiotics. Okay, so these probiotics is actually very good for our body digestion. And it's also gluten-free, and also, as mentioned, soy protein-free. And yeah, it's available in 2 different types of flavor, which is chocolate and also vanilla. Okay, so I've actually take the opportunity to do a small comparison between Zenfuse and also market outside their whey protein powder. Okay, so when I first started this taking this Zenfuse, right, actually I'm quite very amazed with the taste, because friends who know me, right, know that actually I don't really prefer sweet stuff one. I'm more of a savory food person. Yeah. So but when I'm surprised when I drink this Zenfuse, right, actually I find that actually it's not very sweet. It's just moderate sweet only. Yeah. Why? It's because it uses a natural sweetener, which is stevia, whereas compared to outside market, the whey protein powder, mostly they will use this artificial sweetener, which they call it the sucrose. So that's why outside the protein is more sweet compared to Zenfuse. Okay. And for the ingredients, so as mentioned earlier, Zenfuse consists of whey protein, and then together with this special formula, Trucel micellar casein, it will give us that prolong the satisfied feeling. Whereas this whey protein, it will digest very fast and make us feel hungry very fast. Okay. So the combination of ingredients, Zenfuse has a very balanced protein, fat, and carbs. Whereas outside the market, right, they also have protein and carbs, but it's just that probably the protein percentage, right, is lesser compared to the carbs, meaning they have more carbs than protein. Okay. And of course, as mentioned, Fuse, we have these probiotics, whereas outside the market protein, they don't have the probiotics. And then one thing I would like to share, very very important, is this Zenfuse, right, is very very safe to be consumed by everyone, in fact. Okay, whether you are an adult or kids. Actually, kids more than 1 year and above, you actually can start to consume this Zenfuse already. So even like pregnant ladies or breastfeeding moms, it's very safe for them to consume this Zenfuse. Whereas this market protein, whey protein powder, right, so you can see in the big black jar one. So it's usually meant for all those bodybuilders. So every time, last time, my colleague, he also go to the gym, so he'll bring out this giant protein powder and mix and drink. So it's actually more suitable for bodybuilders. Okay. So yeah, as mentioned earlier, it's very important to have this community. So don't worry, we have this Zen8 Project Global. It's a global group. So inside this global group, right, we can actually connect with all the members from nationwide. From all over the world. It's not necessarily just Malaysia itself. Yeah, so from all around the world, you can communicate with them. And then you have a lot of information sharing, or if you have any questions, you can post into the group. Yeah, I think up until today, we have around 44.8 thousand members already. Yeah, so feel free to join. Then you can also see inside like all those thousands and thousands of transformation from all around the world. Yeah, you can see, wow, all their before and after picture, right? Yeah, amazing. The transformation that they went through, how many kgs they have lost. So don't worry, okay, guys. You are not like considered the guinea pig, okay? You actually all over the world they already started this Zenbodi program. It's just that in Malaysia we will officially launch it in next month in August. Okay. So yeah, I'm reaching towards the end. Before I end my sharing today, so I've also gathered a few Q&A the frequently asked questions. Yeah, because I know when people they want to kickstart, right, I'm sure they have a lot of questions going inside their mind. How do I do this? Will I able to do this? So which we have listed out. So I will go one by one with you guys. Okay. So the number one most asked question. Okay, how much weight will I lose in each phase? So they will say that will I able to lose like maybe 4 to 5 kg during each phase? Okay, so I'm sorry, apologies, but unfortunately we are unable to chalk and guarantee and say that you definitely able to lose 4 to 5 kg per phase. No. Why is because it all depends on the individual, their own what do you call it, their own metabolism rate, their own hormones and etc. Yeah, so but what we can guarantee is if you follow the entire Zenbodi program, yes, you will definitely get the results that you want. Yeah, you can see all the testimonial proofs that I've shared earlier. Okay, so the second question you'll ask me, Chuching, does Zenbodi works for people who want to maintain or gain weight? So this one I think I've shared earlier also. So actually Zenbodi, right, is not necessarily just for people who want to lose weight. So there are people who are on the skinny side one, or maybe they are underweight. Okay, so they want to gain weight. So can they join this Zenbodi program? The answer is yes. Okay, so what they will need to do is they can still maintain their PFC meal plan, but instead of 90 grams for the protein and also carbs, they just increase the quantity to 135 grams for the proteins and carbs. Okay, for people who want to gain weight lah. Okay, third question. Can I use Zenfuse for breakfast? And then how many Zenfuse protein shakes can I have per day? Okay, so I believe this question asked is because some people, right, they are not a morning person. Meaning when they first wake up, right, early morning they wake up, they won't feel want to immediately eat breakfast already. Maybe they are like half awake. So they ask, so you can actually start to take this Zenfuse first, the Zenfuse protein shake. Then during the mid-morning, then you can consume the normal PFC breakfast. Yeah, you can actually do a swap lah. Okay, and maximum is 3 Zenfuse protein shakes per day. Okay, maximum 3. Okay, this question I think a lot of people also ask me, because I think my husband he also is very sensitive to milk one, or we call it the lactose intolerant people lah. Okay, so can they consume Zenfuse? So actually inside the Zen8 global group, right, so a lot of people also ask these questions because not only just Malaysians have these issues, it's a nationwide problem lah. Some people will have this issue, but so far they also try testing to drink the Zenfuse, and I would say most of their answers is yes, they can continue to drink Zenfuse without any issues lah. Okay, so the fifth question. Can I consume Zenfuse if I have medical challenges, or if I'm pregnant or nursing? Okay, or can kids consume Zenfuse? Okay, so actually kids, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, so long you are 1 year and above, you can already start to consume this Zenfuse. In fact, I have a small tips I want to share also with everyone, because I know that usually moms or even my own mom when I was small, right? Yeah, she would like to make this Milo for me as part of my breakfast. Yeah, so if possible, yeah, I would suggest for you to actually replace this Milo with Zenfuse. Okay, why? It's because Zenfuse itself is already a very balanced PFC meal, so you can get all the nutrients you want. Whereas for this Milo, right, if you take the Milo packaging and then you read behind all the label ingredients, you'll notice that actually, wow, it's very high in the sugar content. Yeah, so if possible, then you can actually consider to replace this Zenfuse with the replace the Milo with the Zenfuse. Okay, so if you are pregnant or nursing, yeah, so I would encourage you to actually check with your doctor to get your doctor's opinion then before you proceed with this Zenfuse. Okay. Okay, the next question: how do vegetarians, vegans, or plant-based eaters live Zen? Okay, so if you are a vegetarian, yes, you can also kickstart this Zenbodi. Because like for carbs, right? Carbs is normal, you can just consume fruits, and then for protein, so instead of meat, then you just replace it with tofu, Yeah, in fact, our Jeunesse Malaysia, our marketing manager Risa, yeah, she's a vegetarian herself. Yeah, I think she lost 10 to 12 kg during her Zenbodi journey. Yeah. Okay, so the final question: can I practice PFC every 3 but without Zenfuse? Okay, so a lot of people ask me, no, I'm okay, I don't want to take the Zenfuse. I just take 5 solid meals per day. Okay, so actually the answer is yes, you can do so, but okay, there's a big but. But it's actually considered not healthy for the body. Why? It's because when we consume the solid food every 3 hours, right, it's actually burdening your stomach. So your stomach have to work non-stop yeah, to digest the solid food. Yeah, so it's advisable not to consume 5 solid meals per day. Okay? So I believe I have answered most of everyone's question, and then I think that I also believe that when you hear until here, many of you are feeling very excited. Sabar, or how you can kickstart your own Zenbodi program. Okay, so very simple. There are just 5 easy steps. So number 1, to join the Zen Project 8 community group, the global group. Okay, and then second is to get your Zen products. Okay, so we are officially launching this Zenfuse in Malaysia in August 7. Okay, so for those who are really very anxious people, they say, I cannot wait. Yeah, you can actually purchase it from our neighboring country, Singapore, and ship it over to Malaysia. Okay, and the number 3 things you need to do is take your before picture. Very, very important. Okay, because you want to know that how much you have lost, and then your body shape, from let's say this shape, and then you lose until this shape. Yeah, so remember to take your before picture and also all the measurement. Okay, and then next step is to download the whole program. We have a very, very detailed PDF. So inside there got everything A to Z, whatever your question all inside already got. Or how to eat your meal, when to take your products, what type of food you can take, all inside there. Okay, it's like your Bible basically your Bible. Okay, then last but not the least, okay, the most important one. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, if you want to kickstart on this weight loss program alone, right? Yeah, so sometimes people will feel that cannot I want to give up, or during in the middle process. So very important. Why not you ajak 5 of your friends, all your family members together with you. So you guys can kickstart this Zenbodi together. So it's very good one. You can give each other motivation, moral support, share new plans. Yeah, so it's more fun also to do it together. Okay. So lastly, okay, start following this ZenFit page. Okay, to get more information. So people will also share a lot of sample meal plans of workout sessions inside this ZenFit page. Okay, so please go and like and our ZenFit page. Okay, and to get more updates from here. Okay, I believe that's all for my sharing today. Yeah, so I'll pass it back to Pei Wei.